You might have remembered a couple of months ago the ukulele apology video, which was infamous for being one of, if not the worst single apology video uploaded onto the entirety of YouTube.
Was my intention to manipulate? No.
That was, of course, uploaded by Colleen Ballinger. Now, a little bit of backstory on Colleen. She played a character called Miranda Sings, almost like how Joji would play a character called Filthy Frank. But the thing is, at the time, Filthy Frank was actually somewhat funny. What Miranda Sings did was get lipstick, overline it so she had huge lips, and then talk with an annoying voice. I'm not joking you when I say that was the entire bit.
Hey guys, it's me, Miranda. Today I'm so excited for my video because I'm reacting to TikToks, not to be confused with TikToks.
I mean, come on, why aren't you laughing? That's peak comedy. What? Seriously, why aren't you laughing? That's hilarious. Especially the fact how she overlines the lipstick so it's actually not on her lips anymore. That is Lamau.
ようこそ皆さん。ようこそ。フィルシー・フランクショーへ。今日はすごい面白いものを教えてやるよ。
Now, unfortunately, what happens with a lot of influencers online, especially in the California scene, is they get a good manager. So good, in fact, that Miranda actually ended up getting her own Netflix show. Now, at the time of the infamous, ukulele apology video, there were a lot of accusations levied against her. Like, for example, sending fans picture of her behind. Basically, overall, just some pretty serious grooming allegations. And how did she respond to that? Something that can be legitimately career-ending. She played the ukulele and made a song called The Toxic Gossip Train, where she didn't try to disprove any of the accusations and just went,
All aboard the toxic gossip train. You're chugging down the tracks of misinformation.
So yeah, in the video, she doesn't try to disprove any of the accusations against her. She just does this snide little ukulele song, and deservedly so, the video was dislike bombed into absolute heaven. And also the song itself that she made, The Toxic Gossip Train, it's not exactly going to be a banger. I'm not really going to see it on my Spotify homepage anytime soon. But now she has uploaded yet another video. This one is called Full Vlog. She's not doing the Miranda Sings character, thankfully. She's still herself, Colleen, because oh my god, could you imagine that she did a follow-up video, like playing it all off as irony in the Miranda Sings character? I didn't actually send the ass pic, guys, I promise. So thankfully, this video is a lot more serious. There is no ukulele in shot. There is no ukulele whatsoever. It is just Colleen sat down on the end of a bed, looking kind of sad. And she also goes on to say that she missed talking with everyone after her, infamous apology video. It wasn't even really an apology video at that point. You were just learning how to play the ukulele.
Hello, everybody. Sorry I've been gone for so long. I've really missed this. I've missed talking to everyone every single day.
But then she also goes on to say, apart from the apology, that, she's sorry that she put it out there. She let her ego take over because at the time she was very mad and frustrated.
I was being accused of some pretty awful things and I just was mad, and I should have handled that situation with maturity and empathy, but instead I just let my ego take over, and I'm really disappointed in myself.
I don't really understand how you can be mad and frustrated at something that you put yourself in that situation. I'm pretty sure, the phone didn't float towards your ass when you took the picture and then sent it off. So, I feel it's a situation that you've got yourself involved in, but yet, why do you have the right to be angry? She then goes on about the last 15 or so years of her career, saying that she was very immature and, inappropriate with her comedy.
Over the last 15 years of my career, there have been moments where I was immature and inappropriate with some of my comedy, and there were times when I did not put enough thought into some of my fan interactions, and because of that behavior, people got hurt.
But then also goes on to say, the actual substance of the video, the original accusations that, she had really bad interactions with fans. She apologizes again at this point and then uses the infamous words that, like, every single YouTuber will ever use in an apology ever. I am listening and I am learning. Guys, I am not only listening, I am learning.
And I am so sorry. I never wanted to hurt anybody, but it's clear that I did, and I feel so terrible about that. I also feel like there's probably people who are disappointed or feel abandoned by me because of my silence over the last few months. And I'm so sorry about that as well. I needed to take time to make sure I was listening and learning as much as possible.
The thing is, on paper, when you say you're listening and learning, it does sound like a legitimate response, right? Because, you're listening to the feedback, you're listening to the criticism, and you're learning from that. The problem is, every single YouTuber, when they do some kind of response or apology, uses this wording. So then it becomes invalidated because of how like saturated that kind of speech is. You can say that you're listening and learning, or you're taking, you know, what do they say as well? Like, I'm taking time to grow and learn, guys. You can say that, just word it in a different way, because unfortunately, the YouTube platform and like any kind of response, people are so jaded to hearing these kinds of responses over and over and over that when they hear YouTuber A apologize saying the same words, when they hear YouTuber B apologize using the exact same verbiage, it doesn't hold as much weight. Honestly, when making a YouTuber apology, the best investment you could ever make is probably buying a thesaurus. She then goes on to say that she was a mum first and foremost, and actually, you know, she needed time to take care of her kids. And with this one, it's like I'm not a parent, right? I'm not going to sit here like little toddler wanders in the room like, oh, hello, Sammy, hello. Surprisingly enough, I don't have kids, and people are usually having kids at later and later ages. But what I'm trying to say is it's not really my place to kind of shut her down, because obviously if she does have children always take priority, not the voices on the internet. But again, it's hard to not feel that they're almost being used as a bit of a shield, as to kind of deflect any kind of criticism away from you. Like you doing the ukulele video. Oh no, she's a mum. She's a mum. She was actually playing the she was actually playing the ukulele for a little kid that was actually just off screen.
I'm a mom first and foremost before anything else, and I needed to take care of my kids. So
but yeah, I feel that statement is kind of here nor there. Like, it's not really my place to speak on it because I'm not a parent, but at the same time as well, like, you could infer or interpret that she's using that to kind of deflect actual criticism of why she didn't take the accusations as seriously as she should have initially. And then she goes on to say that, you know, she's not a perfect person.
Well, at the end of the day, sweetie, we're all human.
And then she basically says that she laments on the past and wants to go back and redo.
that's where I've been, and but I'm back and I'm here now, and I am not a perfect person, and there are plenty of things in my past that I wish I could go back and redo and fix and change.
Now, unfortunately, unless you've got a TARDIS or some kind of time machine, you really can't go back. You really cannot go back to undo, you know, any kind of damage that you've done. The only thing you can do is try to improve after the event and make sure that nothing like that ever happens ever again.
I don't have control over any of that, and I don't have control over the things people say about me. I only have control over my actions moving forward.
Now, she brings up like kind of a bizarre, I think this is more of a cope, honestly. She says that she has no power on what people think of her, but only her actions. Now, again, I think that's a bit of a cap. I will agree to an extent, any YouTuber, any e-celeb on the internet, a TikToker, Instagrammer, Mark Zuckerberg, you will have renters. You will have people that don't even watch you, or maybe they do watch you and they're sick of your content and they absolutely despise you. And at every turn, they will try to say something negative about you whenever they can. That's a thing. That is given. And the more you grow in success and fame, the more common those people are. It sucks. Unfortunately, that is just an equation of, you know, being someone popular online. But what you can try to do is minimize that by not purposely going ahead and trying to find those negative people to hate watch. And then she goes on to explain that she wants her community to be a safe space for the next part of her journey.
And so I'm going to do everything that I can to make sure that I create a positive, kind, inclusive, safe space online with my content. And if you want to be a part of my journey online, I would love to have you. And if not, I completely understand.
And then she goes on to say, I understand if you don't want to be a part of it. Again, by the dislike ratio, I think a lot of people understood that they did not want to be a part of it. Now after this apology, it transitions into like a vlog style video, which I guess she was trying to like nostalgia bait for, like, you know, the good days of YouTube. Bring back the Shaytards, bring back Syndicate vlogs. But it's fairly boring. Like, nothing really happens. There's no point me commentating over it. But one thing you'll notice looking at Colleen's channel now, god damn, she uploaded this at the right time because she wants that December ad revenue. Because looking at her channel now, she's actually managed to upload consistently every single day ever since dropping this kind of apology video. I've gone through some of these videos so you don't have to. I mean, she uploaded one straight after called What I've Been Up To, and it is just her collecting a bunch of rocks and pebbles on a beach. Again, nothing really eventful, but if she's enjoying it, takes her mind off things, fair enough. I think the main problem with the video is she didn't really address anything. There was like a lot of, you know, singular accusations like levied against her, and instead of trying to dismantle each and every single one, she instead did just like a blanket statement of I'm sorry, which unfortunately for the people that have a grudge against you, or people that, you know, just wanted to hear your side, that's not really going to win anyone over. The people that, you know, are probably wearing Miranda Sings merch while watching the video that overpaint their lips with lipstick, they will probably buy it because they will still watch you regardless. I think the worst thing is about this entire situation with the accusations that she had against her, if she never did that ukulele apology video, she probably could have just done, you know, like what most YouTubers do. They'll sit down, they'll talk about the situation, they'll acknowledge what they can, and she would have got nowhere near as much heat as playing the ukulele. I have no idea what was running through her mind to think that was a good and legitimate way to acknowledge very serious accusations. But obviously now, by looking at her channel, you can see that she's really trying to like bury it by just uploading as much content as possible. I feel that if she came back with like a pretty lengthy video kind of addressing everything, giving each point, and even making concessions where she had to, and been like, you know, I did that thing, that was fucked up of me, that was really fucking bad, I never should have done that, that would still get her loads of hate, but nowhere near as much as the ukulele apology was like the nuke going off in the intro of Fallout 4. Oh my god, guys, he did a video game reference. I know! It's all I know, okay? Why do you think I only do game reviews on the main channel now? But yeah, that's pretty much the whole situation with it. Like, it sucks because I'm not going to say I'm a huge Clean fan. I didn't watch Miranda Sings' Haters Back Off Netflix show with like a 4 out of 10 on IMDb. But at the same time, this seems to be another case where a YouTuber's career is going to kind of slowly fizzle out because they haven't really dealt with a situation properly. That is Lamau. That is Lamau. That's the worst one yet.